One. Hi, this is Joey, and this is the eGeniuses Call-In Tech Show. And today we have Angela Jude here, and
Hello.
she's the founder of House of Ruxpin. Say hi, Angela.
Hello.
And we have Jose Amaral here,
Hello.
and he's with Amaral Productions, DJ extraordinaire.
Yes.
And I am the founder of eGeniuses. And today, what will we be talking about, Angela?
We have a few things depending on time, but we're definitely gonna hit the Xbox 360 announcement, the new Samsung Galaxy S3, of course our favorite apps of the moment, and maybe some Yelp stuff, depending on if we have time.
Okay. How's your week, by the way?
Good so far. How about you?
Good. Jose, how's
Good
your
week.
good
Good
week?
week. A lot of fun stuff to do and keeping busy. Looking
Anything
forward to the weekend.
anything new?
I've been working on a couple of big computers here at the shop. We have this monster one that just arrived today, like
Yeah.
taller than my knee. But it's pretty cool looking. I'm looking forward to finishing it up in the next day or so.
Okay. Sounds good. So let's get started. What's first on our agenda here?
I think we should start out, or we can start out with the Xbox 360 and the Kinect announcement. I think it's kind of interesting. Um, have you heard about it?
Yeah, I heard about it yesterday. I guess it's $99
Mm-hmm.
uh, with the Connect
Yeah,
and a 2-year subscription.
yeah, and that 2-year subscription is $15 a month, and that includes Xbox Live Gold membership, so that you can play online with your friends. Say you have some games, you can play multiplayer online and chat with them. It includes like watching Netflix videos, stuff like that. So it's pretty much like a multimedia solution. I think they're creeping up on I think their competitors secretly, because I don't know if too many people expected this sort of move.
Yeah, I can see that. What is this part about rent or buy HD movies? How does that work?
Oh yeah, it's sort of similar. I think the way that Apple iTunes, when you have the Apple TV, how you can rent videos from iTunes, like for what,
Okay.
nine or $10. I think they have that same service. I'm not quite sure who provides that service, because I don't have Xbox Live Gold anymore. But yeah, you can buy videos and stuff and just watch them HD right then and there.
That's pretty cool.
I don't-
So the going price right now for the smallest Xbox 360 for 4 gig with the Kinect is like $230. So I guess this is one of those solutions that they're trying to. It's sort of similar to the way people sell cell phones nowadays. It's sort of, they have that 2-year contract. They're subsidizing the
Yeah.
price. So those people who couldn't previously afford the big 229 for the whole bundle, they can just pay 99, and then if they can afford $15 a month for 2 years, then Xbox got them, sort of thing.
That's
So
cool.
so I guess this is Microsoft's way of trying to get into that space, right?
I think
So
so.
they're trying to get into people's living rooms.
Hmm.
Originally, the Xbox was made specifically for gaming. Now, there are a lot of gamers out there. I'm not one of them, but I do have an Apple TV and a Google TV, and I love using those for watching Netflix, watching YouTube, you know, mainly just watching online content. And so
Hmm.
now with Xbox being able to do all this stuff, um, I think that's the market that they're trying to hit. They're trying to get people who want a home theater PC. They want a PC in their living room or some sort of computer. And I think that the Xbox is actually more powerful than any Google TV
Yeah,
right now.
even the Apple TV and
Yeah.
the Roku. also, which are the main competitors. I remember you mentioned that to me the other day when we first heard about this. It's pretty much a mini HTPC
Yeah, it
for
is.
your house because it's just
Yeah.
a baby computer that is way more powerful than all of its competitors right now. And I think it's pretty interesting because I know personally my cousin, he gave up cable TV and all that sort of stuff, and he gets all of his content through Xbox 360 because
Oh
he's a
wow.
gamer, and so he cut costs by saying, you know, I can watch all these movies on Netflix, I can watch, you know, all this HD content, he can watch live sports on ESPN if he has gold membership, so that's what he does. You know, so he's not missing out on anything, and I think that's pretty interesting. This is sort of Microsoft's way of competing with Apple
Yeah.
in a non-conformist way.
I'm not very familiar with the Xbox. I don't have one, and I never really used one. Just when I hang out with friends. But are they able to play Blu-ray DVDs as well, or anything like that?
No, they don't. I don't think they do. PS3 obviously does, made by
Yeah.
Sony. And what a lot of people are saying are that the PS3, they're online. You don't need a membership. It's free.
Yeah. Yeah, it's free. I do.
So
I
they're
do
saying,
have a
well, why do I
PS3.
want that? Oh, you do?
Yeah. I don't use it very much. Only when my son comes over to play video games. But
Oh, yeah, yeah.
we do have a membership, the PS3 type membership, and it's free. You don't have to pay for anything.
Can you watch like Netflix on it?
Yeah, I can watch Netflix, and I mean, if you want to buy it, you can download new games too instead of having to go to the store and buy the actual disc. You can
Right.
just download it from there, or but of course you have to pay for the game, you know.
Yeah. But you
there's
don't have
no-
to go out and buy it.
Yeah, there's no membership. That's
Hmm.
what I like about it so far. From what I used it, you know.
Yeah, I don't like that membership fee.
Yeah.
You know, I don't play games, so you know, I would be interested in using some of those services, but I don't want to have to pay another monthly fee on top of
Yeah.
the other monthly fees that I already have.
Right.
You know, I already pay for Netflix. I already have a Apple TV that I paid $99 for. I have a Google TV that I paid $99 for. But those, you know, the Google TV and the Apple TV, I don't have to pay every single month. I bought it and
Mhm.
That's
now I
it.
have it.
Yeah, I think what they're trying to do is just provide that extra option for those people who otherwise wouldn't have the Xbox.
Yeah.
If it wasn't $99. So I guess it's for really all those people who can't afford an Xbox almost, you know, up front. It's giving them another way. It's another way to get into those people's houses. You know, and it's just like, well, if you want that, if you are a gamer, sort of thing, here you can get all the multimedia plus your games for the same price. And
Yeah.
you're gonna buy Xbox Gold membership anyway. So I think that's sort of what they're trying to do.
So
see.
it's a contract, right? So if what happens if you break that contract? You just have to pay the
There
difference.
is an ETF. There is an early termination fee. I'm not quite sure what
Oh,
it is.
wow.
I don't know if they've announced it yet because they're not selling them quite yet. They're going to be going on sale next week if you're interested. But yeah, there is an early termination fee. That's why I said it really parallels the cell phone contracts, where you might get a phone for $150, but you're locked into a 2-year contract. It's exactly the same thing.
I see.
Yeah. And it was also interesting to me that I think you were saying something about what was it? I kind of lost my train of thought right now. Hold on, I'll get it back in a second.
Well, from what I'm reading right here is that you could also play radio stations on it now.
Yeah, they say that I've never used iHeartRadio. I think I used it when it first came out, but they're saying that you can have live radio through the iHeartRadio app. I think.
Cool.
I wonder if they have Pandora too. That would be,
I would hope so. You know, like with all the other devices that they have now. You know, like with the Google TV that has Pandora and all the other ones.
most major ones do.
I would imagine that. I would hope that they would put it on there too. You know.
I know. You think you're kind of missing out if you didn't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's very similar to like the Apple TV or a Roku player. It's just that you can play your games on it too.
Yeah.
And you can watch DVDs on it if you have DVDs.
I think if it had the option to play Blu-ray, I think I would be sold on it. But I'm not quite sure on without the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
You can-
That's a great price for getting the Kinect as well.
Yeah,
Kinect is super fun. If you haven't ever played with it, it's
I
very
haven't played it.
interactive. You are the best controller when you're playing a video game. So
That's
they
cool.
really nailed it. It's really fun.
Yeah, I
Hey,
haven't tried it.
hey, Jose, you can get the HD DVD player for it. For
Oh
Xbox.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'm reading here that you can also get HBO Go. That's awesome. I love HBO Go
Yeah, I have
because
HBO Go.
I love HBO Go because you can watch all the HBO shows
Uh-huh.
on your cell phone and now on the Xbox. That's cool.
Yeah. And I think I could be wrong, but if you have HBO Go, you could also get stars.com or whatever that channel is called.
Yeah, it's like one of those other premium movie channels.
Yeah. I think it runs simultaneous with the HBO Go membership.
But aren't those all contingent on you having cable? Like you wouldn't have an HBO Go membership if you didn't already have cable.
I think I'm not sure because I heard from some people that you can just sign up for it for the HBO Go, and the way I have it is because I got it at home on the cable company.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure how it all works.
Well, I'll just use your account then.
That's fine.
No, but you know what they do is they actually make it so that if you sign in with one device,
It kicks
It'll-
you off on the other device.
Really? I never
Exactly.
tried that.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Yes.
try it here.
One more thing about this Xbox 360 thing before we move on to the next topic is that, you know, the problem with the red ring that
Yes.
that it would overheat.
That
Uh-huh.
was first generation though, wasn't it?
Well, I still have a first generation one, so
Yeah.
I don't know that I want to use that to play movies. Another thing is that it's loud too. You have the fans going on in there.
Oh,
Apple
okay.
TV's silent. There's nothing going on in there. There's no fan.
Well, that's
Right.
that's the point of the Xbox 360. It's more powerful. It does more. You know, and so yeah, it makes a little bit of extra noise too, but
Oh,
I mean,
overheats
video
better.
games-
Overheats better.
Yeah, that too.
Can you? Well, I know the Roku you can rent pay-per-view like UFC.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, and on the
Really?
Xbox too.
Oh, I didn't know.
Really? I didn't know that. That I didn't know.
Not on the Apple TV and not on Google TV.
That'll be the
Wow.
day. That'll be really cool once you can rent pay-per-views. and
Yeah.
Boxing fights and UFC on Apple TV. Then all you need is an Apple TV.
Yeah. Forget cable.
I know. That's the worst thing they want to hear.
Cut the cord. Cut the cord.
What's the cord? Yeah.
Cool. So what's next, Angela?
I think we should jump down to the Samsung Galaxy S3.
Yes.
That was a big announcement today.
Yes.
And I know both of you have the S2s.
Yes.
Hello. Hello. Whoa.
Yeah,
Big Android fans here.
I love it.
Yeah.
So I think they were saying that a lot of the big jumps from the S2 to the S3 were really Samsung's doing with ICS.
Yes.
They did a lot of Android tweaks for the S3, I think. They didn't focus too much on like improving the hardware per se, like making it really look different and like making it completely redesigned or anything like that. But they were more concentrated, I think, on the inside and making it a more pleasant experience for the newer Android users that are going to be switching over to it.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. So this one thing is what it has a 4.8-inch screen.
Yes.
Ours is a 4.65, which I think is already, it's
That's
big
pretty,
already.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
How
when
big
I
is the Galaxy Note?
The Galaxy Note, this one right here, it's like this. Hello. I mean, it's practically like a cell phone, right?
Actually, it's not a Galaxy Note. It's just is it just a Samsung
It's just
Note
a
or a Galaxy
Samsung.
Note?
It's a Note. I think it's just a Note.
Hello. Hold on.
It's huge. It's
Yes.
huge. But you know what? I think that this is, for me, the perfect size. Some people say it's a little bit big. They prefer a 4.3-inch screen. I think that 4.3 or this one 4.65 is my preference. The 3.5-inch screen on the iPhone's a little bit small. Because
Yeah.
you want to browse the web, you want to do all kinds of stuff. It's a computer. So
The Note is a 5.3-inch screen,
5.3. Okay.
but it has the same resolution as this S3.
Okay.
So that's interesting. And let's see how
Yeah,
heavy this
this
is.
one right here, the S2 that we have, it
Mhm.
feels like to the borderline of how it feels comfortable in my hand. You know, like if any bigger than that, I'll be like, oh, whoa, I need
See,
two hands.
here's the problem. Here's the problem is that you can't get to the corner.
Yeah,
Like you can't. I need to get to this corner here.
yeah.
So
Like
I
when
end
I'm,
up just going like that.
yeah, like when I'm trying to get to the very, I'm like, ah, there, I got it.
I can reach.
Angela can
Fine.
reach.
I have an iPhone 4, so I can reach the whole screen.
That's because you're just like this size right here.
Hey, did you see those new what iLounge put out for the iPhone 5? They did a little mock-up. It looks pretty interesting.
What did they change?
I haven't
They
seen
made
it.
it taller.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it got thinner and they made it taller, and it looks pretty interesting. I'm not sure
Cool.
if I like it yet, but you know, they're just mock-ups. They're just rumors.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to this S3. What else do we have here?
I
I
have a
see.
feeling if you guys got your hands on the S3, you'd be like, oh no, this is the max size I would go for.
I think I would like it. Yeah, because from what I was watching earlier on the video presentation, it has some really cool, awesome features. Very similar to what this phone currently has.
Mhm.
It was really similar, but I mean the interface looked smoother and like nicer transitions and graphics like that. But it was basically the same thing that this phone already has.
Mhm.
I like it.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know what? You're right. Actually, I was mistaken earlier. Ours is a it's according to this, it says 4.5-inch screen. I was
Yeah.
looking at the actually the Galaxy Nexus has a 4.65-inch screen.
mhm.
I guess the new resolution for the S3 is 1280 by
1280, yeah.
720. Um,
One
let's
big
see.
jump is the processor.
Yes, quad core.
Yeah, they're moving to the 1.4 quad core. So that's
Wow.
gonna be a big speed boost.
That's almost as fast as my laptop.
I know it'd probably beat a couple people's laptops.
Yeah.
Is there any word as far as battery life on this thing? Because with a quad-core processor, I'm sure that battery
That's
life is going to
interesting.
take a hit unless they put a
From-
bigger battery. I guess. Well, it shows here that they put uh, a bigger battery in here.
Yeah, it is a bigger battery, but I was gonna mention that also is that with all the Android tweaks that they're rolling out, that Samsung sort of did, there's like this is one interesting feature that Jose told me about earlier, which is that when you're reading something, it
Uh-huh.
enables the front-facing camera turns on, and it tries to sort of it looks at you to see if you're looking at the screen, and if you are, it keeps the screen on. So
Yeah.
imagine how much battery that's going to take every time you look at your phone. If you're
Yeah.
reading something, you know, your front-facing camera's on and you might not know it.
I think that even though it has a bigger battery, that it might just run as long as the other ones were because of all the
Yeah.
tweaks that it has. You know.
Yeah, all the extra stuff.
You know what, Angela, about what you're saying, the camera being on, I don't know that that actually takes up that much energy. Usually, when you're using the camera or videotaping, what actually takes up more energy is the screen being on.
Right.
Yesterday, I streamed for an hour and a half. So I was streaming over 4G to Ustream, and I still had half of my battery left. So
Oh, wow.
I'm just considering that if it was just the camera being on, but without it having to display anything, then I think that maybe they can do that without too much battery drain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
So what else? There's some other cool features that I'm reading about here.
One of the cool features that I liked is that it has wireless charging with with the base that is not included in the package, but you can like just sit it onto the little platform thingy and it charges like whatever that's called, the wireless
Mm-hmm.
energy transfer or something. I don't know.
Oh, so my Sonicare has that. So,
Oh.
what do you have to bring? I'm curious. What do you have to bring with you if you want to charge your phone?
Like
Currently,
right now, or for this new one?
Well, currently, I mean, you can just have a cable.
yeah, I just carry my USB cable wherever I go.
Yeah, I think they made a really good jump. I don't know when this happened. I think when the Blackberries were more popular is when they were all trying to move to the mini USB, and now we're at the micro USB. So most phones, aside from the iPhone and a few proprietary phones, use like the micro USB to charge. So
Yeah,
if someone has a charger, you can typically just borrow somebody's
yeah,
charger.
Yeah, I like that. I don't know about the wireless. I hope they give an option to use a wired charger if you
Well,
wanted
you
to.
would think if that hub doesn't come with it,
yeah. It doesn't come with it.
yeah, then they can't force you to use it. Then that's forcing you to buy an additional piece of hardware, which I
I
don't think they
see.
would do.
So
Yeah,
it's optional.
yeah.
Did you hear about their Siri competitor?
Yes.
It's called
Um.
S Voice.
Yeah. S voice. um. From when I was watching it being demonstrated, it looked really really fast and really active, But at the
Yeah.
same time, it was also acting as the one that I currently have in my phone. It was the same thing, because the way that he called it up was to press the microphone and say, "Hello, Galaxy," and that's what I can do right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Siri, the thing that they're touting about it is that you can use natural speech, and
Yeah,
it's supposed to be able to recognize what you're trying to say. And so with this one, it sounds like you have a set of commands, and that's nothing new.
yeah,
Yeah, I think they try to make the commands a little bit more casual, but at the same time, you still sort of have to stick with what they say you can use. I mean,
yeah.
so like in our notes here, it says that you can say cheese when the photo
With the
app is
camera,
open,
yeah,
and it'll take the picture when you say cheese. So I mean,
yeah.
it's just like it's a trigger, you know. But if I say like pizza, or like what all the Filipinos say, all my aunts when we're taking pictures say sex, I don't think it's gonna I don't think it's gonna take the photo.
Yeah,
You say
but
smile, calling, Sandy.
calling sex.
Yeah, right. You're like, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Don't call her.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see this other thing, which is it says here, direct call, which will auto dial a contact if you have their contact details or a message open. By moving the phone to your ear, the proximity sensor, accelerometer, and gyroscope
Yeah.
all kick in
Wow.
into use and automatically dial the contact's number. That's kind of cool. That's smart.
Yeah.
Cool but weird. What if it's not your ear, and like you sort of like drop the phone and it's on your lap or something?
Yeah, and then
How does it know what's an ear and what's a thigh?
Yeah.
Because the camera
If it's
is
just
in you, Angelo.
proximity sensor, does it know the shape? Does it know?
I don't know.
Like,
It's
oh, it's
probably
like, oh, this is cartilage. I'm gonna call.
yeah.
Does it have a warmth sensor or something?
I'm gonna put it on my toe and see what happens.
It'll be like, cannot call. That's a toe.
Yeah, that's true. So what if you're like, oh, you're looking at your phone and you're like, oh, I don't want to talk to this person. Let me put the phone down. And it's like, oh, it's going to somebody's face, and then it starts calling. Whoops.
I haven't used the voice thing that comes in my phone very much. I've only tried it just fooling around at home. It did a few of the cool things. It called people. I send a text message with it, but other than that, I haven't done very much with it. It'll be fun and interesting to try all the other ones, like to take a picture or put it to your ear and dial.
I think the only company that can make a Siri killer or a competitor is Google
Yeah,
right now. I think the amount of resources it takes to be able to make something like that I think it's going to be huge.
Yeah.
What else do we have? S voice.
I know this S3. It's super impressive in my opinion. I know a lot of people are saying they're comparing it to the Galaxy Nexus, and they're like, oh, it's not that much better than the Nexus. But we're not trying to compare it to the Nexus. We're trying to compare it to the phone that came before it, which is the S2. And
Yeah.
from the S2, this is a huge jump. I mean,
yeah,
just a few specs are that the front-facing camera is 1.9 megapixel. It takes 720p on the front-facing camera, and then on
Yeah.
the back it's 8 megapixels, has autofocus, has HDR like the iPhone, and it has a 1080p. So really,
Well,
really good specs.
ours is a 2 megapixel front facing camera.
Can you take a HD video from the front though?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
see
I
why
never
not.
tried it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure
Let's
if you can or not.
let's try it.
What is this
Oh,
social tag?
oh yeah, when you take a picture with the S3, it recognizes the faces that of the people that you took. You know, and like if you have them in your address book or like, I'm assuming it's from your Google Plus friends. It tags them and it lets them know that they've been tagged.
That's kind of cool.
Automatically?
Yeah,
It
automatically.
integrates with Facebook too. Like I know Facebook, when you tag people, it integrates with Facebook and Google Plus, which I think sort of means that it moves into Picasa, because Picasa's had that technology for a little bit now.
What if you
So
don't want to tag somebody?
I'm
Is there a
sure
way
you
to
can
turn it
turn the
off?
feature off. I mean,
I like this S beam. That's impressive to me.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
So I guess if you want to beam uh, some pictures or a movie over to somebody else, you can use, what is it, NFC, near field communication.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
And the thing that was surprising to me is the speed at which it's able to do it. I read that it can transfer 1 gig in 3 minutes.
Right.
What?
Yeah, I heard it's super, super fast.
Whoa, crazy.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah.
That is fast. I was just trying out the front-facing camera to see what the highest resolution can be. I don't see an option to change the resolution on the front-facing video recording.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
But when I'm on regular mode, I can switch it up to like I don't know, it goes pretty high. 1920 by 1080. That's the
Wow.
highest. Like whoa. But it 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 looks like it zooms in a lot when I switch it to that. Like the video is like really zoomed in.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. You know what? It. Oh, no. I was thinking something else. Oh.
Jose, did they mention when you were watching the live announcement the pop-up
Uh-huh.
play with the video?
I saw something about it, but I wasn't really focused on it because
I want to see how they integrate that into the UI, because what pop-up play is that I don't know. I guess if somebody maybe sends you a video in an email, you'll be able to pop out that video, but still and watch it, but still be doing other things on the phone at the same time. So it's sort of like
oh
picture in picture, almost like you're starting to have windows on your phone now. Like you
wow.
can have this thing open, but still be working on something else at the same time. So I was wondering, yeah, if they showed that during the
I
broadcast.
did see about it, but I wasn't really focused on the video. I was doing some other things, and I didn't catch what they were saying about it. But I did see that they were showing something about dragging it around
Right.
and something like that.
Sort
And
of like how the older TVs had that picture in picture.
yeah, my TV still has that.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
sort
So
of weird if it doesn't.
we'll keep an eye out for that, and I'll definitely be one of the first ones to be checking it out. Try to get my hands on that thing and
Yeah.
see how it is. It is a
Yeah.
little bit bigger,
Yeah.
heavier.
I like to try it.
I mean, it's coming out next month already.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I actually hope it's not that great because I just bought this about,
I know.
I just
I
bought
got
it.
mine. I got
I was
mine
thinking
like
about
maybe,
that when they made the announcement today. You guys just are pretty recent with your phones.
yeah, I got mine like maybe 3 or 4 months ago. I want to say. I don't want to get tempted to buy another one already.
Right.
So, what's the price on this thing?
I'm not sure if they release pricing info. It's not on our notes here. It's probably, how much did you guys get yours for? It's probably same thing, subsidy.
Yeah.
$199 maybe. If
Yeah.
it might be more expensive. I'm not quite sure. Two really good highlights that before we wrap up on this particular subject is that if you get this S3, Samsung and Dropbox will include 50 gigs of free storage for 2 years.
Wow.
So
Nice.
that's pretty interesting, seeing as how Google Drive just launched, which we talked
Yeah.
about last week. And maybe Google Drive wasn't ready at the time, or maybe Samsung and Dropbox sort of have this agreement beforehand. I'm not quite sure, but 50 gigs of Dropbox for 2 years you're saving a lot of money there.
Yeah.
That's
So
a
what-
great deal.
But what happens when the 2 years come up? Do they?
That's what people were saying. Yeah, are they
Pay
gonna
him.
are they just gonna say, hey, you need to start paying now,
Yeah.
or here's all your stuff, and I'm sure they'll give you some sort of warning, like
Yeah.
if you're not gonna continue the service, you need to move all your crap off of our
They're
service.
gonna be like, here, we're taking 50 back. You're left with your original 2 or 4.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you're like, 48 gone. 48
Yeah.
gigs are gone.
We're like, ah, crap.
And let's see. Oh, the last one is that Flipboard for Android, another app that we talked about last week as one of our favorite apps, all three of us. That it's coming to Android finally, but it's gonna be exclusive to the S3 for a few months. Maybe they said they didn't say a specific amount of time. So that's one of the premier apps, free apps on the iPhone and the iPad, and Android users have been wanting that one for a while, and so it's going to be exclusive for a little bit on the S3 one.
Yeah.
I love Flipboard.
Me too.
It's a good app.
I'm always on it in the mornings.
Let's show the people out there what it looks like in case they haven't seen it before.
You guys can hold up your Flipboards on
Let's
the
see.
iPads.
Let's see here.
Lock your orientation. It's just gonna keep turning.
There you go, Flipboard. So, come on.
So
and
you want to give
focus.
them a little summary of it really quick.
Okay, so
Yes.
what it is you can put all of your news sources, all the websites you usually go to on a daily basis. You can put them all in here, and it's called Flipboard because it's really cool to flip through the pages. It actually feels like you're looking at a magazine, and the way it formats it looks like a magazine. So the main thing about it is it just looks awesome. Let me see if I can get this to focus.
Yeah, it's like your custom magazine. You load it up with the sources that you want to read. My parents have the LA Times in there, Runner's World, some Bon Appetit, magazines that you like or websites that you like, and it's just your custom magazine. It's pretty cool, and you can have separate accounts, which is really awesome. So if you have a shared iPad at home, you can have separate accounts so that everybody can have their own content.
So here's my Flipboard here. So I'm just gonna flip through. Looks
So
awesome.
we're looking at Lifehacker right now, so that's the content source that he's showing.
Okay,
Yeah,
so go ahead, Jose.
I do like Flipboard. I just started using it recently, maybe about a month ago or so, and I'm really into it now. I like it.
It's one of those daily apps that once you start using it, it's hard to not use it.
Yeah.
Let's quickly move on to the thing about Yelp losing millions.
Oh yeah, what is that about?
Right?
Yelp loses millions in the same quarter as its public debut.
Yeah, so Yelp went public at the beginning of the quarter, and everybody had a little bit of mixed feelings about that.
Oh.
They lost 27.4 million.
Oh,
It
says here.
revenues of 27.4 million. They lost 9.8 million, or 31 cents a share. And it says that the company's losses were more than double what analysts had projected. So that's never good.
Oh. That's a big chunk.
I don't mind. Yelp is not my favorite company.
Yeah, I know.
I've had a bad experience with them. I mean, it's not just me either. I've heard other people, other companies, basically somebody else can make post your company on Yelp, whether you like it or not, right? And so people can review your company, and I'm all for that. I like to hear what people have to say. I think we offer a great service here, so most of our reviews are good. Now, the problem is that the way that Yelp makes money is through advertising. So, I used to have all these good reviews, and we had one client who gave us a bad review, okay, and it all kind of evened out, right? Until I got a call from a Yelp advertiser asking me if I want to advertise with Yelp, and I said no, I'm not really interested. I advertise other ways, and not long after, all of my good reviews started going away. They're all filtered.
Uh-oh.
So the only thing that was showing was the bad review.
The negative review.
Wow.
And it's it's definitely not an isolated incident. I mean, if you even take a look at Yelp has its own Yelp. And I remember I check into it every now and then, and the complaints are all the same. If you get called to do advertising on Yelp and you turn them down, for some reason all your good reviews go away, and they all get filtered, which is what they call it when
Oh,
they're
wow.
trying to, you know, I don't know, just even out your views using their special algorithm. But I think we know a little bit better than that. It's not. It's
Aren't they
not
getting
that.
sued for that?
I believe I heard of a lawsuit pending about it, but you know, like I said, Yelp is on there, has Yelp reviews on itself, and usually it ranges between like 1.5 to 3 stars, because there are people who go onto Yelp
Wow.
and they complain about Yelp, and they say, hey,
Yeah.
look what happened to my company. And some people are even starting to say, I agreed to the advertising finally to see if it would help my ads, I mean my reviews, and it didn't help. They were still filtered, and so that person's even
Oh,
more upset about it. But
man.
I mean, I spoke with a few other people about it when Yelp first went public, and you know, they get a lot of flack for doing that. I mean, it's not a secret what they do. You know,
Yeah.
most people that don't own businesses, they're none the wiser, because why would they have that knowledge about, for us, we know
Oh,
about it because
yeah.
it affects our small business. It's not a situation that we've been in. But yeah, it's it's a pretty sticky situation. I mean, this is a perfect time for a Yelp competitor to come up and take over,
Or
is what I think. And I
Square?
think Foursquare is going to be the one to do that. Hopefully,
I,
I'm crossing my fingers because we love Foursquare over here.
I
Yeah.
like Foursquare.
Yeah.
So I think the problem mainly with Yelp is just their filtering process. It's nobody knows how it works, and I'm sure they do that for a reason. They do it because they don't want you to game the system.
Oh.
So that makes sense, except for the fact that the reviews that are filtered, I know, are from legitimate clients of ours.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, some of them, of course, we try to ask people, hey, if you had a good experience, if you have a Yelp, then we would appreciate a good review, but we never tell them what to say, anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, they'll surprise us and just write a review out of nowhere, and
Mhm.
they're being filtered, and that's what's so frustrating is that I might, let's say I have 20 reviews, I may have 10 or 15 that are filtered that are legitimate reviews, and here's what I don't understand: the one bad review, okay, the person who wrote that bad review, that's their first review, okay,
The first
Right.
review ever?
first
Yeah.
review ever. It's not like Yelp knows that they're somebody who's always on Yelp, always reviewing things. They're brand new. They just signed up so they can write a bad review,
Oh.
and 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 the other review that they did, the second review, was another 1-star review. So it's
Wow.
one of those people that's kind of just always complaining. They're not.
Right.
So I just don't get how does their algorithm work? How does somebody who has reviewed 10 other places,
Yeah.
obviously their system is
A Yelp
broken, is
user,
basically what
yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, and it's really, really difficult to find the filtered reviews. If you don't look for them,
You don't know how to find them?
see, no, yeah, they're all the way at the bottom of the listing, and it's a tiny light gray link that says how many are filtered, and then you just click it, and then you have to put in
Oh, man.
what are they called? The
Sneaky,
one where,
Captcha?
sneaky.
yeah,
Okay.
captcha, and to find
Wow.
it out. And those captchas are always super hard.
Yeah.
And so they don't make it easy to look at those, quote unquote filtered reviews that are supposedly fake when, they're
Ooh, Yelp.
technically not.
Ooh.
I'm hoping Foursquare comes up. I think they're creeping. They're doing a good job in like adding, all the tips, all the Foursquare deals, everything. I think they're
Cool.
doing a really good job.
Nice.
Hopefully they come up soon and overtake Yelp, because we don't like Yelp.
And just a quick disclaimer, when Yelp first came out, I was a supporter of Yelp. I'd tell other people, hey, there's this cool website that you can go to look at places instead of looking them up on on Yellow Pages. You can actually
Right.
go to this site and look for reviews. But I think it was just after my experience
With the bad
all
review.
they didn't used to filter all those reviews the way They do now.
It didn't used to be like that, which is I used to use Yelp quite a bit. I used to write reviews after I would go out to eat all the time,
Yeah,
just
me
because I
too.
felt like I was contributing to the community. But now I feel like there's a different vibe there, and people are a lot more malicious and rude, and I don't know. I just try to stay away
And
from stuff like that.
that's another thing. We're all assuming that this is what they're doing. There's no way to really prove that they're filtering stuff because you didn't go with their advertising. But Yelp, let me just tell you this, okay? The person on the other end was not very cool. You kind of get a feeling for the culture based on how people that are representing their company act, and so they kind of had that attitude, like I'm very busy, so do you want to get this or not? They just were not nice on the
Yeah, you're
phone.
talking about the Yelp person that called you.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
they're
that.
they're hardly like Zappos, which I love.
Yeah, they have awesome customer service. That's what
Yeah.
they founded on.
So thumbs up to Zappos. You guys are doing a great job. Yelp, go pick up um, Tony
Delivering
Hsieh's book,
happiness.
Delivering
Yeah.
Happiness, so you can learn how to change your company's culture, and hopefully you'll change your policies. Stop
Yes.
filtering my good reviews.
Yes.
I think all we can do is really steer people in another direction. Say, leave us a review on Google reviews or
Yeah.
somewhere else. Just try not to use them too much. I think it's the only way that we can do anything about it.
Yeah.
Right. Enough about my rant. Let's get into some of our favorite apps. Who wants to
Yes.
go first?
You go ahead, Joy.
Me?
Yeah, you go
Yeah.
first.
Hey, okay. All right. So my first favorite app is called Thumb, and it's available for Android, iPad, and also you can also access it on the web. Let me see if I can pull it up here.
Thumb.
Thumb, thumb,
Is it
Yeah,
thumb, thumb.
there you
thumb
go. Let me just
on
show you on here.
iPhone?
So here's what's cool about Thumb, is it gives you two choices. It gives you the choice to either ask for an opinion or give your opinion. Okay, if you let's talk about first giving your opinion because that's easiest. When you go, let me see if I can pull this up and show you guys. So here's what you see. You can give a thumbs up or thumbs down. So the question is thumbs up or thumbs down on their appearance. So this is who we're looking at here.
You can't thumb down a baby.
I know, so I don't know if they're asking about the guy or the baby. I think
Both.
it's kind of like a trick. But see, I don't want to give a thumbs up for the baby, and the guy think I'm actually giving the thumbs up for him. So I'm just gonna give it a neutral. What you can also do is you can also type in your opinion, and I'll show you how it affects things. So I'm gonna just say neutral for this guy.
And all this is user submitted content by people
Yeah.
that use Thumb.
Does it sound about right? Okay.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
Yeah. So there's some that are let's say
Yeah, these
more
are
adult.
uncensored pretty much.
Yeah.
So it might not be the best app for anyone under 18. Not to
Yes.
say that there's really, bad content on it, but it could be just because, it's all user submitted. So just be careful if you're,
Yeah.
a kid that.
I did come across a few funny ones the other day.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna actually
It's
ask a
definitely one
new
of those apps,
question.
if your kid does have it, definitely monitor it just because there's a lot of one-on-one communication between users, and it's not, like I said, it's not regulated in any way.
Yeah.
Just be on top of that.
So I'm gonna make a new one. Do you like podcasts? All right. So I'm just gonna type it in here. Do you like podcasts? I'm putting it in the
Joey's
category
creating a question, yeah.
apps, technology, and gadgets, and then I can add a photo, either a photo from my iPad, or I
Take
can
a-
take a new photo, or I can I guess I could take a picture right now. Let me take a picture,
Yeah,
or you
take
can
a
search
picture.
online, which is cool.
Take a picture of your microphone.
All right. So let me just take a picture of our setup here.
So Thumb is like really just one of those apps where you can get you can get answers for any questions really fast. Like the
Yeah.
other day, we were testing out with Jose. He took a picture with a hat on, and then he took a picture without a hat, and we pretty much said thumbs up with the hat if you like it better, or thumbs down
Yeah.
if you like it without the hat. And so people vote right away. You'll get at least 10 to
Yeah.
15 people within the first couple minutes, and some
Yeah.
people even
That's what I was really impressed with. That right away, as soon as I was done logging off of it, I was already getting responses.
right.
Yeah, so here's the question here, and here's the picture that I have. Hold on one second. Let's see if I can get it to focus here. Maybe not. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get opinions on this. So I just pressed it right now, sending, and let's wait about 30 seconds and see what
Yeah.
happens.
You can
Let's
have
see.
like dead air for those 30 seconds.
Yeah. No.
And so if you answer a lot of questions with insightful comments, the person that asks the question, if they think that you provided a really thorough answer, or if they just liked your face or something, they can add a star to your answer. And if you accumulate enough stars in certain categories, you'll be known as like an advisor, I think, in that
Wow.
particular category. So I don't know if that really means anything, but it's more for just like to show off on your profile, like, ooh, I know the most about bath and body stuff because
Yes.
everyone says my answers are great in that category. So it's kind of neat.
Okay, so based on the people here on Thumb, 25%. This is out of 9 votes so far.
9 votes already.
25 people, or now 36 people like it. 64% do not like podcasts, and I have 5 people who have also commented. Let's see. I can just view the comments only, and then this person says use them sometimes. This person says yeah. This person says no. One person gave me just like a picture of a thumbs down, and another person says that they love them. And here's what's cool is you can respond back.
And
And I might ask this one person who says use them sometimes. I can say which ones,
Yeah.
right? So it's not weird to have a conversation now because it's based on a particular topic. I'm
And,
gonna
and
give
I've
them a
got
star also.
yeah the response.
So it's very fast. I like that it's instant feedback. So that's my this is my favorite app, and I warn you right now that if you download this, you might be on this thing for like 2 hours straight. It's so addicting.
It's pretty addicting, yeah.
Yeah. So right now,
Who doesn't love to give their opinion? It's sort of based off
Yes.
that.
like it's amazing. This is amazing how easy it is to crowdsource. I have 21 votes already on this, 22 now. So that's one.
That's really fast.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Let's see. My next app is let's see what's fun here.
Choose one of those two because it's
Let me just choose Spotify.
okay.
So
Okay.
Spotify, I don't want to go into too much, but it's a service that allows you to listen to a database of 15, I think is it 15 million plus songs.
And
Whoa.
it's growing all the time, right?
Yeah, 15 million plus songs, constantly growing, and they have a free version. They have 2 paid versions. I have the paid version that allows me to get all of that music onto my iPad and onto my cell phone, and it syncs all the songs that I have um, from Spotify. Now the thing
That
is
iPad
that
app is new, right?
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Spotify just
Cool.
updated their iPad app, and it looks really cool now. Let me see. I don't know that you can see this very well, but it's very sleek.
Is that R. Kelly?
No, that's Aaron Hall.
Oh, he sings that one sad song.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's that song?
The I Miss You one, where the video where his wife died. Yeah, that song. That song's really sad.
All right. So anyway, Spotify, it's awesome. Go to their website and just check out the free version and see if you like it. And that's it. That's what I have for today.
Cool. I like those apps.
Jose, what are your apps today?
My first app is called MapMyWalk. I was introduced to this by one of my Google Plus friends. Basically, been doing a lot of walking lately.
Mhm.
Just recreational, walk with my dog and things like that. So basically, you create a profile really quick, or you can use your Facebook profile to log in. And when you go for a walk, you just press, record my walk and start. And it'll keep GPS tracking of where you're going, the time and the distance, and then at the end of it, it gives you an average of like you walked 2 miles and took you an hour and a half or whatever, and things like that. And it's just pretty cool to keep track of, you know, where you walked, and it also shows the map of
Oh, I
the
like it when they do that.
yeah, it shows a map of the route that you took, and you have an option to share it to your social networks if you want, or to the other MapMyWalk friends that you have on there. So I've been using that a lot lately, and it's pretty cool.
I like that they have a specific one for walking because
Yeah,
there's always that half that they all run. Like so they
yeah,
have that. I think they have that map my run. I think.
yeah,
And so then this one's map my walk. So that's cool that they sort of cater to both crowds.
So
yeah.
what's the difference between map my walk and map my run?
I was just gonna ask that. Yeah, I wonder what the difference is.
I'm not sure. I haven't used the other ones. I did use Runkeeper,
Mhm.
but no, it wasn't really going to the kind of things that I wanted to do, which was just walking around. It
So
was like
so Jose, what does that do specifically that's so specific to walking versus
um,
running?
I think with the running one, it's more of like speed and how fast you can do
And distance
the
probably
distance.
too.
Yeah, and this one is more of like I'm just chilling and just going for a
Yeah,
walk.
there's like not as much pressure or something.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, I only used the running one once, and I didn't like it, and I took it off. So I'm not really familiar with all the details with it.
I'll have to check it out. I want to see what it does that's
Yeah.
different. If you go over a certain speed, does it just like download
Map my
map my
run.
run or
I
It's
don't
like
know.
you're going too fast for map my
Yeah.
walk. You gotta download map my run.
I don't know, but I should give it a try.
I should tell my mom about that because she runs and she walks too, but sometimes she
Yeah.
complains about the running apps like they yell at her or something because she's like
Yeah.
slow. I don't know.
But I do like this one. I've been using it for the past week and a half or so, and I like it a whole lot.
It's cool. And
The
I
other
wonder if
app,
they have that for iPhone also. I'll have to check this
yes,
out.
they do, because I put it on my
Okay.
mom's phone.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. The other app that I want to talk about is Swiftkey. Um, they just came up with the beta version of number 3. I just installed it today. I've been using this one for quite some time, and it's my favorite because it gives you an option that it can scan like your Gmail or Facebook or your text messages to kind of recognize the pattern of words that you
Oh,
normally use and keeps them in the user profile. So when you're typing, it it helps you type better, or it corrects the words for you and things
yeah.
like that.
And
And
it
it's
knows what word you use most.
yeah, so it's helped me to make less mistakes when I'm texting and stuff, and it knows from what I've been typing from before. So I like it a whole lot, and it has a really cool blue interface. That's my favorite. I
Is
like
that the
blue.
one that you use, Joey?
Yeah, I used to use Swiftkey. Right now I'm just using the default keyboard for ice cream sandwich. That version that Jose's showing, I think in order to get the cool keyboard, is that ICS only, ice cream sandwich, or does that also work with Gingerbread?
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
So
I didn't
yeah,
even think about that.
I've used SwiftKey before, and the thing is, it's really really good, better than any other keyboard at
Yeah,
predicting what you want to say next. Like I've noticed that if you've said a sentence a couple times, that it'll actually be able to predict the next word.
yeah,
So you could actually just go through and just start hitting next, and it's
yeah.
saying the same sentence that you've said before.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's
that's what I've been doing with it. Like for the most part, I haven't really been actually typing the letter keys. I've just been going next, because it's predicting the word that I'm already thinking to say, and there it goes. It just pops it in.
Yeah, and I think it comes in really, really handy when it comes to like typing in email addresses.
Yeah,
I noticed that
Oh
you go
yeah.
to type in, Angela at, and then it finishes the rest, and it knows
Yeah.
that it's you know,
Yeah.
at
So,
e-geniuses
so
or
it's
whatever.
using from all the resources from that you already have on your phone. Gmail, Facebook, and it scans your wall or um, from
Twitter.
your Twitter and your text messages, and then it saves it all and for ready for you to start typing.
Is that a paid app?
I think there is a paid version, no, although I just downloaded the beta 3.
Okay.
It was
Cool,
free,
cool.
but I like it. That's all
And
my apps for today.
thank you,
Ooh.
Angela. You're next.
All right. Let's see. My first app is ShopWell, and Joey actually introduced me to this one. Let's see if we could pull it up. So this is sort of a cool app for those people that are sort of watching if they have food allergies, or like, say for instance, you have diabetes, or you have certain restrictions on what you can eat. This is a really cool app that you should download. It's free. I know they have it for iOS. I don't know if they have it for Android. I'm not quite
Nope.
sure. They don't.
No.
No.
Okay. And so what you do is it asks you a series of questions when you first download the app, and it tries to figure out what your goals are. And so for me, let's just use me as an example here. So my goals were, I put gluten intolerance, so that's one of my allergies here. And then I also put what are my preferences for food. So I said I'm into food that have higher protein, higher fiber, and are low in sodium. And so you could see that here. And then I'm trying to avoid like high fructose corn syrup and like trans fat and food like that. So I'm definitely trying to avoid gluten and wheat. And so what this does is it has one of those barcode scanners. So if you're out shopping, or if you see a food somewhere and you want to eat it but you're not sure if it's going to work for you, you sort of just scan the barcode, and then it will tell you if it conflicts with your goals. So if it says,
Oh
hey, it has
wow,
wheat, don't eat it, then don't eat it. Like, and
that's
if it'll
cool.
also give you like alternatives, like if you can't eat this, here's 3 products that you can eat that are kind of similar, so try those. And you can create shopping lists from it too. So if you scan something and you're like, ooh, cool, I can eat that, or that's fits into my diet, and then add it to your shopping list, and then you can just bring this to the
Wow,
grocery store with you.
that's cool.
And so it's kind of neat. I mean, I don't know how extensive their database is yet. I haven't taken it shopping with me yet. I did scan a few of my Trader Joe's products, and they weren't in the database, so that's not good because I'm all about Trader Joe's. So yeah, I'm kind of scared about that. If I took it to Ralph's, I would be fine, but
I thought
it
they were gonna actually make it. When I first saw the app, I thought it was gonna be, you can shop from their store. I thought they were gonna say like, "Hey, we have an online store, and we
Oh,
have all these products," but it's not like that. I'm not sure how they're making money.
I'm not too sure either. Maybe some brands pay to have placement higher, I'm thinking. Maybe they're trying to get to that point. So if you scan something and they're like, "Oh no, that's not good for you, but try this," and it's one of their sponsors,
oh
like
yeah, it
maybe
could
that
be.
way. I'm thinking. I don't think they do that yet, but maybe they will in the future. But yeah, that's one of the apps, and so you can even use this for like if you're trying to want manage your weight or something like that. That's good for this too. And if you're just like general health and anemia, osteoporosis, lactose intolerant. So a lot of people have a
That's
lot of food
me.
allergies out there nowadays. So this is one good app that will help you. And this is called ShopWell, and it is out for iOS devices. And the last one I have is kind of a fun app. It's just called Line Camera, Line, and it's also free. And it's just a really, really cute app that has, if you like editing your photos on your phone, you'll really like this one. It has like tons and tons of frames. Like if you thought Instagram had cool filters, this one has like 10 times more, and has cool like cutesy stamps and stuff. So maybe the girls in your life would like it a little bit better than the boys. But like I found like these bear stamps, and like they're all cute cartoons and stuff. But yeah, and you can write on the photos and add text and like text bubbles and everything like that. But it's just really fun if you're just messing around with your pictures on your phone. It's called Line Camera. There's not too much to
Cool.
show because there's too much. There's like literally too many features to choose from on this one. So just download it. It's free. I mean, I think this is also just iOS, but sorry,
Oh,
Ooh,
Android.
ooh.
cool. All right. Well, we have 1 minute left, And so with that, I think let's just say this is a good first official.
Actually, I want to show one of the photos.
Okay.
I forgot that I did try one, and
Okay.
this might embarrass Joey, but
All right.
so I was just messing around, and like, so this is a, see, like, there's a little bear, and I put hearts, and like a
A coffee.
frame,
That's all the stuff
and a
I like.
coffee cup. So it's all the stuff that
Coffee and
represent
boxing.
Joey in my life, and so it's really cute. I mean, they don't have to be all like cutesy like that. There's other frames and stuff, but that's just what I was messing around with. So.
That's cool.
Well, cool. I had a great time doing this podcast. This is our
Yes.
first official one that actually has audio, hopefully. So
Sorry if you watched last week. We didn't have audio, and we didn't know that till maybe 45 minutes into our podcast.
Oh, man.
So,
this is still new. We don't have people calling in yet because we haven't really gotten the word out. But hopefully we'll get people to start calling in. But that's pretty much it.
and we will be posting past episodes to our YouTube channel.
Yes.
So we'll keep you posted on that. This should be up maybe tomorrow or the next day. So
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, if you miss an episode, you can always check our YouTube channel.
All
Yeah.
right. See you guys later. I'm driving. Bye.